What's up, YouTube? I'm just finishing up a workout here at 24. I did some full body conditioning work, some kettlebells, battling ropes, some random calisthenics just to get some blood pumping, and I finished it up with some low intensity cardio. But the purpose of today's workout is to talk about a high frequency bicep protocol that I've used I think for the last couple years or so, just intermittently throughout my training. Earlier on in my training, kind of in the middle of my training, I've always wanted to have bigger biceps and just bigger arms in general. And just regular arm training, just once a week or even twice a week arm training, it worked, to get me like a good foundation of gains. But it really took like high frequency, like targeted training to really get my arms to respond. That's one thing I found, and one protocol I've used for biceps in particular is a protocol that I found at tnation.com. I'll go ahead and put the specific author's name, but the 7-day bicep cure. I didn't use the protocol exactly as designed, but I'll specify in the video that I'm gonna run now.
So before you get started, you got to first establish your 8 rep maximum in the seated dumbbell curl. Best way I do it is I go for a weight that I can get 10 really difficult reps, and I know that's pretty much my 8 rep maximum. So I begin by getting in the seated position and starting a stopwatch or a timer. You can see I started it with my cell phone, and I set it for 3 minutes. Then once I start the 3-minute timer, I then knock out the 8 reps. I lean forward and rest with my hands on the dumbbells. I rest for approximately 5 seconds, and then I go about getting another rep in. And I'm going to do this for approximately 3 minutes. Now what's going to happen is it's going to take, I'm going to need longer and longer rest periods in between in order to execute that single rep. Now what I did here was accidentally messed up, and I chose a weight that was way too light for me. And so rather than going for singles, I did triples. I think sometimes I did about 4 reps. No, I think I did 2 to 3 reps for each set. The most important thing is you know how many reps you got at the end of the set, because what you're going to do is every other day you're going to come back and you're going to do the same thing with the purpose of trying to get more reps in that same time period. This is using a technique called escalating density by a man named Charles Staley. It's an extremely effective technique because what you're doing, rather than trying to increase the weight, you're trying to increase the amount of work you can perform in that same period of time, which ultimately transfers over. It gives you like an objective form of measurement to know whether or not you're getting better, whether or not you're getting stronger, whether or not you're just improving overall, which ultimately will result in more muscle tissue. All right, guys, thanks for watching.